California is still tallying votes. Almost 500,000 ballots have not yet been counted, and officials say they might not be done processing them until after we all eat turkey and are laying around on the couch. William Lajeunesse has got the latest from Los Angeles. What are they doing there?
I know it sounds like crazy town. That 16 days after the election, right? The parties are still going door to door hunting for votes. Don't believe it? Here's Nancy Pelosi's daughter this week doing just that. So why is this happening? 3 reasons. California mails ballots to every registered voter, 22 million. It counts ballots that arrive 7 days after the election, and rejected ballots, crumpled and illegible, those without signatures or envelopes, can still be cured or counted if the voter corrects the mistake, often with the party's help. So take Orange County. Cured ballots helped Democrat Derek Tran overtake Republican Michelle Steele. 30,000 outstanding. Tran is up by almost 400. Elon Musk calls this process corrupt as hell. A Georgia congresswoman claims Democrats are stealing the seat. Registrars simply say they're following the law.
Billionaire Elon Musk is praising the Indian election process, comparing it to the slow pace of counting votes in the US. Musk posted on social media site X and stated that India has over 650 million voters and yet declared results within a day. Musk's endorsement for India's election machinery comes even as counting is still going on in the state of California.
It's your boy Crypto Blood, and this is some bullshit. I'm sorry. This is out of control what is going on in California and also Arizona too. Don't forget Arizona. Maybe I'll talk about them in this video, but primarily we got to talk about California. California is on 3 weeks now of counting ballots. Why? It doesn't make any sense, guys. This is flat out wrong. They should not have this long to count ballots. I don't care if you're saying you're following rules. Well, the rules you've created, California, have been created so that you can cheat. It's point blank, period. I'm going to talk about this race, this House race, in a second, because you're going to be surprised, or maybe not, at the outcome that we've gotten to so far, where we got Tran, not transvestite, just Tran, I'm just saying, up over Steele. But I gotta put some context around this whole situation in this House race in CD 45. So we'll talk about that in a second. But first, we got to take a look at what Elon Musk said on X. India counted 640 million votes in 1 day. I'm going to explain to you in a minute how they're able to do that and why. I'm just completely confused as to why the United States is supposed to be, you know, democracy, land of the free, innovation. We've got companies like Apple and Tesla and SpaceX, and the list goes on, right? Microsoft. We got all this technology, but yet we can't seem to simply have a system integrated like India. But here's what he has to say. 640 million votes counted in 1 day. California, on the other hand, still counting votes. Wow. This one guy says one of the states in one district, which they're talking about, Modi, has 4 times the voters as California. Results were finalized within 12 hours. Round of applause for that. We are falling behind, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, I'm so glad Trump won by such a big margin that there was no way you would have situations like what is going on in California, where they maybe weren't able to steal the presidential election, but right now they're stealing House seats. These seats really count more than the presidential vote, in my opinion. And you guys let me know, how do you feel about that? Do Senate and House votes count more in the long run than a presidential pick? So what they're doing right here, guys, is really even more detrimental to democracy. But they need to make voting a more efficient process. It's just ridiculous that we have countries like India outshining us big time. We got comments like this. Indians also use voter ID cards too. That's why India is the largest true democracy. Look at that. Have you ever thought about that? India being actually the biggest democracy. I mean, we are a constitutional republic, but you get the point. Our vote has a say. Well, we thought it did. But now that I think about it, we might not need those to look into this, because I'm just hearing that Trump is actually going to fire Jack Smith. That's the guy head of DOJ, who also, and this is not going to be in this video, but maybe I'll talk about it in the next one. So look out for that. He is going to be dropping the Jan 6 case against Trump. Round of applause. Yet another one dropping. Yet another one dropping. It was all a fraud anyway, but another one dropping. So he's going to be firing Jack Smith and investigating these baseless claims of voter fraud. So basically having the new head of DOJ appointee look into voter fraud of the 2020 election. Round of applause for that. I know they're going to find something, guys. I'm sorry. I still feel like this is our punishment. Having Joe Biden in office for the last 4 years and seeing what horrible job he did was actually punishment because he wasn't supposed to be in office in the first place. That's what we don't realize. Like, the universe was not supposed to have us with Biden. And that's why nothing went right for Biden. That's why his health deteriorated more rapidly than any other president we've seen. The reason why we had such a bad 4 years is because he wasn't supposed to be in there in the first place. They stole it. But hopefully, along with a lot of other things that Trump is going to reveal during his presidency, we'll find out whether or not people like myself were tinfoil hat wearers, conspiracy theorists, or pushing a conspiracy fact. So we'll see about that. This is what I wanted to show you in regards to putting some context around this Michelle Steele and Derek Train U.S. representative race in California. This is what this is a perfect picture of fraud right here. Is it just a coincidence that a state predominantly run by Democrats that you see a long tail increase in percentages for a Democratic candidate? I think not. This is a pure and perfect picture of fraud. California is committing voter fraud, and they probably won't get checked on it, unfortunately, but they should. And a way to eliminate this is to do something like what India is doing. India was able to count 650 million votes in less than 1 day. Check this out.
India uses electronic voting machines. Unconnected to the internet, these machines are kept sealed in the strong room in the parliamentary constituency. For the vote count, the EVMs are unsealed in the presence of representatives from all participating political parties. The counting usually begins at 8 a.m. and the results are declared by midnight. India had voted in 7 phases of a month in the 2024 general elections.
There you go, guys. I mean, I think we all know, and you guys let me know in the comments below, why haven't we done this? Why haven't we implemented some digital voting system across the board? This has to stop. It's 2024. And by 2028, we should have a system that we don't have to have these uncomfortable conversations and guess, and we can know with like a 99% accuracy that the vote that we got was the vote that the people wanted. But you guys let me know in the comments, am I bugging, and do we actually need this type of system, and why haven't we had this type of system in place yet? So that's it. Make sure you guys don't forget to lock in with me on every Monday. I give away $50 worth of crypto to a lucky person who has either super chatted me during a live stream, or you can give a super thanks and or become a member of the YouTube channel. That's all you have to do. If you're a member of the YouTube channel, you get 4 opportunities a month to get $50 of crypto. All right. It's your boy Crypto Blood. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe, and click that bell to receive more videos like this. I'm out of here, people.
Yo, it's Crypto Blood, Detroit flow, screaming from the D, knowing what the show, indicators are on point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living